Welcome back. Now, let's address the elephant in the room first. If you look at my bank balance there, it's at 73,000. It was probably at about 3 or 4,000 when I last left you. Now, there is a reason for that. Okay, admittedly I have finished entirely harvesting this field here, but I haven't sold any of the carrots from it yet. And I've moved the tractor and harvester into the next door field here, if I can get into it. Just runs on that fence. There we go. But I haven't started harvesting this one yet. So, the reason the balance is so high, I know I haven't cheated any money. When I traded Fury Machine Gaming's Land Rover for those two old trucks, there's 37 Ford and 37 Chevy and 67 Ford, I made about $5,000 on that deal. But I discovered that every time I had to add more wooden crates onto this harvester here, I was paying, what was it, $520 every time I had to put new crates on there. So I found myself having to go and buy $5,000 at a time all the time to top up my money, because I had money coming out for the rental vehicles and having to pay money for the crates. So I got almost to the end of that last field there, and I ran the rental Fiat there out of diesel. So, and of course I haven't got a diesel tanker. I've got a diesel tank back at the farm, but I couldn't drive it back there when it had no diesel left, and I haven't got a mobile diesel tanker. And since the rental on it was going to add up anyway, I decided I had my loan down to $15,000. So I pulled the loan back out to $200,000 again, as you can see here. So the loan's now at $200,000. Remember, I've got a maximum in this game of $250,000, so I can still pull out another $50,000 if I need to. Instead of topping up the rental Fiat with diesel, I put the Fiat and the weight on the front back, so unrented, let the rental expire on those again, and bought one instead. So, and that was about $100,000 to buy the tractor and the weight by the time I'd done what I wanted. And then what I've done is I have rented this truck and trailer. Now, I'd never even noticed this trailer in the game before, because when you go in here, it's not under trailers where you expect to see it in your trailers. So I was tempted to hire that to rent that trailer there, which has a rolling floor, and I thought I could probably put them in from the back, but I'd probably only be able to get them one high. But I was looking for something else entirely, and I was looking in the miscellaneous here. Well, that's right, I was looking to see how much it would cost me to get a fuel trailer to top up the rental Fiat tractor, and I saw this trailer here. I've never even seen that one before, but when I looked at it, I thought, that looks like a curtain cider. I can probably put my carrots in there. So what I did is I saved the game first before I went and rented this. Then I went and rented this truck and trailer. The reason I wanted to save the game first was in case the carrots couldn't go in there. But as you can see, it's actually done a really good job. So these are all manually stacked and manually strapped there, but they seem to be working, and I'm just hoping the truck's got enough power to pull them all. So I'm just going to finish loading up this trailer, and then we'll take our first load of carrots down to sell. And this is we're using the little international tractor again, so PA Ploughboy will be very, very happy with me using the international again. This international though, it really, really struggles just to pick up one crate of carrots, and there's no way, absolutely no way it's going to pick up two. It really struggles just to pick up one, and in fact I can't really drive it up the hill with carrots on, which is why I've parked the truck down at the bottom of the hill there, so I only have to drive across the hill or down the hill with the carrots on board. I don't have to drive up the hill with the carrots. You can see there how the thing's spinning. The carrots really are a bit heavy for this international, but this international and the David Brown, which has exactly the same power output as the international here, both at 60 horsepower, are the only tractors I've got with front loaders on them. I didn't want to have to rent a tractor on top of paying for the rental of the harvester over there, because the harvester that's on the back of that Fiat, so I now own the Fiat 180 90, but and the weight on the front of it, but the harvester on the back of it is still rented, not owned, and plus I've got this truck and trailer rented now as well, so I've got quite a lot of stuff rented right now, and I didn't really want to have to rent another tractor, a bigger tractor with a fork on the front as well, and I certainly didn't want to be putting forks on the front of my Fords, which are a bit bigger. I like the Fords not having the forks on the front. On and get the next one. Now I am hopeful, so I think I told you quite a while ago when I planted these carrots, it was only the second time in my life I've ever done the carrots, even though I bought the DLC when it first became available. And the first time I ever did the carrots, interestingly enough, was also in this paddock that I've just finished doing them in right here, earlier version of this farm, but in this paddock. And I got halfway through harvesting the carrots and got sick and tired of using the little single row harvester on it, so I gave up and quit and ploughed them under instead. So I've never ever actually sold any carrots. But I'm hopeful, given that these carrots have been an awful lot more work than say any grain crop would be, like wheat or barley or anything. So I had to, after preparing the paddock, preparing the field in the ways that you normally prepare it, I had to go and put the furrows in it, and of course I'm using a single row harvester instead of a combine harvester and things, and then the production that spits out, instead of being able to just take it straight from a combine harvester into a trailer and then take the trailer down to sell it, it's spattered out in these wooden crates which I then have to load onto a truck that I rent things. So it's all in all, it's an awful lot more work than a grain crop, which I'm not complaining about. I figured it would be. I figured it would be about as much work as either potatoes or sugar beet, and I've done those before. Well, actually, I don't know if I've ever really done sugar beet very much, but I've definitely done potatoes before, and I know they're a lot of work, which is why I don't do them very often, but I really wanted to try these carrots, so I'm glad I did. But I'm hopeful, because these carrots have been so much work, that the payout of it's going to be really, really good. Now, so as I said, my overdraft right at this moment is 200,000, which is what I started the game with, interestingly enough. But I also know that you only pay interest on the loan at midnight. So, because I kept on having to borrow more and more all the time to feed crates onto the harvester with and to pay the rentals, I thought, no, I'll just pull the loan right at 200,000, and because I don't like to farm at night, so when it starts getting dark, I'll sort of call it a day and go back to the farmhouse to sleep through the night. And if, for example, I've still got $70,000 or close to it in the bank, when it gets to night time, what I will do is pay back, like in this instance, $70,000 of my loan before I go to sleep, so that I'll only be paying interest on, what's happened here? Only paying interest on $130,000 instead of $200,000 loan. So basically, what I'm planning on doing here is paying off as much of the loan as I can before midnight. But I'm also kind of hoping, to be perfectly honest, to get at least $30,000 for this load of carrots here, because then that means my bank will show 100,000 there, which means I'll be able to pay back half the loan at midnight. So yeah, I am hopeful of getting at least $30,000 for this load of carrots, but I really have no idea because I've never ever sold any carrots before. But we shall see. So we're almost finished loading. I think I'll get all the carrots on this side of the field in one trailer load, and all the carrots on the other side of the field in a second trailer load. In some ways it would probably make a lot of sense to have finished harvesting the other field of carrots before I started selling them, because then I could stop the rental on the harvester, which also isn't cheap. But I'd had enough of harvesting for a while. I wanted to do something different. I thought, well, I've never sold carrots, never loaded them up or anything, so let's give it a go. And this curtain-sided trailer, as I said, I've never ever used it before, but I did play around with it a wee bit after I rented it off camera, just to see how it worked and all that. So I know you can open the curtains on either side but not both, and you can open them so they bunch up at the front or back. So what I'll do is I'll move the curtain forward in a second so I can load another bunch of carrots in behind this one, and we'll see how that all works. But yeah, so from a financial perspective, and as I said before, you know, the financial things I do in this game is absolutely definitely not what I would do in real life financially. You don't go buying money for tractors that you don't really need and things like that in real life. Absolutely not, under any circumstances. But yeah, so it would have made financial sense to finish harvesting the other field before I got the truck in to start doing everything. But I just felt like doing a different job. I'd had enough of harvesting for the time being, so I thought, yeah, no, I'll start loading the carrots instead. So now I've got to bring up that menu for a second, and I think it's the U button. So now that was left front, so now I want left back, which is that one. Okay, and then I can go Z again. See, and now, as you can see, the curtain's bunched up at the front of the trailer instead of the back of the trailer. So now I can load another row of carrots on the back there. And then we'll see what we're going to be able to sell them for. And I'm hoping, I will check in a minute where the different places that buy carrots are. I'm pretty sure that it's the Buy Anywhere, the garage on the corner, and the pub. Now, even if the pub has the best price, there's absolutely no way I'll be able to get that truck and trailer into the pub. That truck and trailer really is too big for this map, it really is. Should be able to get them to the corner garage, and I should be able to get them into the Buy Anywhere. So whichever one of those two, which I think from memory that's the three places that we're buying carrots, for the pub, the Buy Anywhere, and the corner garage. So as I said, I'm not going to be able to sell them to the pub, so I won't be able to get the truck in there. But whichever one of those other two has the best price, that's where we'll be going to sell our carrots. And this trailer, I've got to be honest, short of downloading a auto load pallet trailer. Now I know they do make them for this game, but I didn't want to use one. So short of using an auto load pallet trailer, I think this trailer is probably the easiest way in the game to do wooden pallets. I could have perhaps also downloaded a flat deck trailer mod, but in actual fact it's quite nice having that curtain sided, because you can push things hard up against the curtain on the other side. You don't have to worry about anything falling off the other side. Plus also, to use a flat deck trailer, it would have been downloading another mod. I've already got 49 mods on this one game saved now, and I'm just trying to keep it down, so I'm not downloading mods, so I don't really have to. Which sounds a bit silly given I just downloaded 2 old pickup trucks for Fury Machine Gaming's house there. But yeah, when I saw that new 67 Ford one that's just come out from OK Used Mods, I thought, yeah, I gotta have that in my game, I just got to. Now in my last video I did mention that OK Used Mods, if you have a look on their itch.io website, and you can find that by just going FS22 OK Used Mods, they've got a lot of mods, all American, but there's a lot of buildings. It's not just vehicles, there's a lot of buildings, and a lot of them are actually older buildings too, like from the 50s and things. So it occurred to me what you could do. Like, I've seen people on YouTube videos before doing games where they start a farm in much earlier times with older tractors and things, and then slowly, as time goes by, they get more modern tractors and the like. I thought, if you started on one of those flat maps, perhaps you could actually build your own farm with old buildings from the 50s as well, do a town, do everything with all old buildings as well, and then start off with old tractors and the like. But as time progresses, not only update the farm machinery, but actually you could update the buildings in the town, so you start replacing old buildings with newer ones. You could also have the town creep out, so like you could build new subdivisions for the town so that your farm might start off miles from the town and end up not too far away from the edge of town at all. And it occurred to me you could probably do quite a good gameplay like that. And if someone wants to do that, they're most welcome to use the idea, because I've got to be honest, I'm not going to get around to it. As well as this farm, and I'm not sick of this farm at the moment, I'm nowhere near sick of this farm yet, so I'm not looking at finishing this map yet. But when I do, I still have 3 other things I want to do, which I want to play on the Fairhead map, which I haven't really touched at all yet, but I want to. I want to play on the Arley Farm map, which again I haven't really touched it. I started the game on it, I started to set up the farm on it, and then kind of quit it. And the other one I want to do, if I go into the map here, so in this map I've got the Dark Red Farm down here, so all this corner down here is what I own. Okay, but I saw another YouTuber that did a farm. I think he did this one here, and he did the blue one and the purple one, so he owned both farms, which are on opposite sides of this one-way road. And I quite liked what he did. Well, I liked some of what he did. I liked what he did in this farm. I liked the fact he put silage pits into this field 107, sort of turned that into part of the yard. I didn't really like what he did with the purple farm there, so I'd probably do something different with the purple one. But yeah, I like the idea of owning both those farms and making it one bigger farm, so I also want to do that. So there's 3 more farms I still want to play if and when I get sick of this one here, which is one more on this map and 2 other maps as well, which just coincidentally happen to be Irish. So I do really like those Irish maps. But yeah, we'll just see how we go here with selling these carrots. So this will be the last crate on this load. So just get that done. We're almost done here. Okay. So, okay, this is okay. We'll put the straps on this one. Okay. I think that's everything strapped up. Yep. Okay, let's turn the motor off. So was that all the? I think that was all the crates on this side of the field, wasn't it? I think. Let's double check. Let's drive up here to double check. Yes. Yep. And I think I dumped the same number of crates on both sides of the field. So then the next truckload will be all the crates from this side of the field. But I'll probably load all those off camera. I know this very last crate here isn't full, as you can see, but all the others are. So I have got a few less carrots on this side of the field. The reason I dumped that, even though it wasn't full, is because I wanted to be able to fold up the harvester, so I had to drive on the road to get to the next field. So I drive on the road, I had to fill it up. Okay, just kill the tractor engine there, and yeah, let's go and see what these carrots sell for. Oh, I'm pleased that, oh, I forgot to actually check where I want to sell my carrots, so let's go and check that. Carrots. Where are the carrots? Where are the carrots? Oh, there we go. So, okay, Valley Springs Garage, 110 on the mat. Don't know if I get into the mat or not. And 12. Oh, Valley Springs Spuds, 112. Not sure if I get the truck in there or not. Oh, there's not much difference in the price for any of those places, really, is there? Okay, we'll have a look at Valley Springs Spuds as I get there, and I'll either be selling it to Valley Springs Spuds or to Valley Spring Garage, because they're both close by. As I said, this truck is way bigger. Oh, better close the curtain first, hadn't I? If I go taking off down the road. There we go. So yeah, because this truck is way bigger than is designed to be on the map, I really can't take it too far. It's just going to cause problems. So we'll just see how we go here. Okay. So both Valley Spring Garage and Valley Spring Spuds are just up here on this corner. I'm not too sure where the sell bit is in the Spud place. Let's see if I can see it there. No, I can't actually see it there. I'm guessing it's might be in the garage, but anyway, I'm certain I can reverse in here, so I think that's where we'll sell it, even though it's not that's not what I wanted. The truck coming up behind me like that. Okay, let's just back this up. And I'm hoping they don't need to actually unload it. I just need to back it in there and they'll sell themselves. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, then I might just open up that side curtain again so I can see if they are selling once I get in there. Ooh. Here we go. Okay. That wasn't a bad reversing job. Oh, spoke too soon, didn't I? Okay, that's better. Okay, let's see if I can... How the carrot sales go here. So as I say, I'm hoping to make $30,000 from these carrots, but we'll see. Actually selling? Oh yes, they are selling now. So... I'm going to be lucky to make 30k though from them. But this is only slightly over half the carrots, because there is still another bunch in the other half of that field. So those other ones still too. Okay. Okay. Well, up to 80. So we've got $10,000 for that load of carrots, because it's gone from 75,000 to 85,000. So yeah, we're going to be looking at another 10,000 for the other half of that field. Then the second field's worth as well. So probably will get the loan down to 100,000 by the time I've sold all the carrots from both fields. It depends, of course, how much more I spend on rental over time in the meantime. But yeah, I suppose that wasn't a bad haul. Those carrots was definitely worth doing. And I think we'll call that a video for the night. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye.